The drink you start your morning with might be silently damaging your brain. Not next year, not next month, today. And the worst part, you probably think it's healthy. I'm Dr. Jonathan Myers, and after 30 years treating stroke survivors, I've learned something critical. What you drink every day can either protect your brain or push it closer to the edge. Most people focus on food, but very few realize that your choice of beverage affects your blood pressure, blood flow, and inflammation, three of the biggest stroke risk factors. And you're exposed to that risk, sip by sip, every single day. In this video, I'll show you exactly what to drink to lower your stroke risk, what to avoid, and how to build a simple hydration routine that protects your brain for life. Let's dive in because your next glass matters more than you think. What you drink isn't just about hydration, it directly affects your blood vessels, brain, and heart. The wrong drinks can spike your blood pressure, thicken your blood, and cause inflammation in the arteries that feed your brain. Over time, that damage adds up, and it often shows up as a stroke. On the other hand, choosing the right drinks helps keep your blood thin, your vessels flexible, and your nervous system calm. It can lower your stroke risk significantly without any medication. Most people don't realize they're harming their brain every morning with what's in their cup. But today, you'll know better. Let's look at the 5 smartest drinks to protect your brain, starting with the one you already have in your kitchen. Let's talk about the 5 best drinks you can start using today to protect your brain and reduce your stroke risk, backed by science and approved by real-life patient results. 1. Water, the foundation of stroke prevention. It sounds too simple, right? But water is your most powerful, most affordable brain-protecting drink. Every cell in your brain depends on proper hydration to function. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker and harder to pump. That raises your blood pressure and makes it easier for clots to form. Aim for at least 8 to 10 cups of water per day more if you're active or live in a hot climate. Sip consistently throughout the day, starting with 1 glass right after waking up. If plain water is boring, add a slice of lemon or cucumber for flavor, but skip the sugary flavor packets. Hydration helps keep your blood flowing smoothly and reduces the strain on your heart, both critical for stroke prevention. 2. Hibiscus tea, nature's blood pressure helper. Hibiscus tea isn't just a pretty pink drink, it's one of the few herbal teas clinically shown to lower blood pressure naturally. In fact, multiple studies have found that drinking 2 to 3 cups per day of hibiscus tea can reduce both systolic and diastolic pressure within a few weeks. This tea works as a natural ACE inhibitor, similar to how some blood pressure medications function. It helps relax your arteries and improves blood flow to the brain. To prepare, steep 1 tablespoon of dried hibiscus petals in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Enjoy it warm or iced, but avoid adding sugar. If you need a little sweetness, use a touch of honey or stevia. This is especially useful for those with pre-hypertension or borderline high readings. 3. Green tea, anti-inflammatory and brain-boosting. Green tea is rich in compounds called catechins, especially epigallocatechin, galat, EGCG, which are powerful antioxidants. These compounds help reduce inflammation in blood vessels, protect artery walls from oxidative damage, and improve brain circulation. Drinking 2 cups of green tea per day has been linked to a lower risk of both ischemic and hemorrhagic strokes. It also improves mental alertness and may help regulate cholesterol. Choose high-quality loose-leaf green tea or organic bagged versions. Steep for about 2 to 3 minutes too long, and it can become bitter. Avoid bottled green tea with added sugars. This drink is perfect mid-morning or early afternoon. Just avoid drinking it too close to bedtime due to its mild caffeine content. 4. Beet juice, nitric oxide for better blood flow. Beet juice is a rising star in stroke prevention thanks to its high nitrate content. When you consume nitrates, your body converts them into nitric oxide, which relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving blood flow and reducing blood pressure. In one study, drinking about 250 milliliters, just over 8 ounces of beetroot juice daily, led to measurable blood pressure reduction in older adults within just a week. You can juice fresh beets at home or buy cold-pressed beet juice at the store, but be careful to avoid versions with added sugars or preservatives. Don't worry about the color of your urine or stool turning pink. It's harmless and normal. Pro tip: combine beet juice with carrot or apple for better taste without losing the benefit. 5. Low-fat milk or kefir, calcium, potassium, and gut health dairy. Sometimes gets a bad reputation, but low-fat milk and kefir, a fermented milk drink, can be powerful allies for stroke prevention. They're rich in calcium and potassium, which help control blood pressure, and magnesium, which supports healthy blood vessels. Kefir also contains probiotics that support gut health, a surprising but growing area of research linked to inflammation and cardiovascular risk. Aim for one glass about 250 milliliters per day. Choose unsweetened versions, and if you're lactose intolerant, opt for lactose-free or plant-based versions fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Just make sure your alternative milk isn't full of added sugar or artificial flavors. Final tip: variety is key. You don't have to drink all 5 of these every day. Choose the ones that work for your lifestyle and rotate them. For example, morning, a glass of water, plum green tea. Midday, beet juice or hibiscus tea. Evening, kefir or herbal tea. What you drink shapes your blood pressure, your brain chemistry, and your long-term health. And it's easier to control than you think. Next, let's look at the other side of the coin, the drinks that quietly increase your stroke risk, even when they're advertised as healthy. Now that you know what to drink to protect your brain, let's talk about what to avoid. Because some of the most popular beverages in America are silently increasing your risk of stroke sip by sip, day after day. These aren't exotic or unusual drinks. They're the ones you see on shelves in vending machines and in millions of homes. And the scary part, many people believe they're harmless or even healthy. Let's break down the top 3. 1. Sugary sodas, liquid stroke, triggers. If I had to name one drink I wish every patient would stop today, it's soda. Regular soft drinks are loaded with added sugars, often more than 40 grams per can. That's 10 teaspoons of sugar in one serving. This kind of sugar spike doesn't just raise your blood sugar, it triggers inflammation, increases belly fat, hardens arteries, and raises blood pressure. All of these are direct contributors to stroke. Studies show that people who drink 1 or more sugary sodas per day have a significantly higher risk of stroke even if they are not overweight. And diet sodas aren't any better. Artificial sweeteners like aspartame and saccharin may disrupt metabolism and increase vascular damage in ways we still don't fully understand. If you need bubbles, try sparkling water with a splash of real citrus or a few crushed berries. It's refreshing, sugar-free, and doesn't come with a health warning. 2. Energy drinks. Hidden danger in a can. Energy drinks promise alertness, but often deliver a dangerous dose of caffeine, sugar, and stimulants. These combinations can send your blood pressure and heart rate through the roof, especially in older adults or those with existing blood pressure issues. Just one may contain the equivalent caffeine of 3 or 4 cups of coffee, often paired with additives like taurine and guarana. These ingredients overstimulate your nervous system, constrict blood vessels, and may increase the risk of stroke by triggering arrhythmias or sudden blood pressure spikes. Even young, healthy individuals have suffered strokes after consuming energy drinks in large amounts or in combination with exercise or alcohol. If you need a pick-me-up, drink green tea or a small black coffee, but skip the mega-dose energy shots. Your brain prefers steady energy, not a chemical roller coaster. 3. Excessive alcohol, a double-edged sword. A glass of red wine occasionally. That's fine, but more than 1 drink per day for women or 2 for men, and the risk of stroke starts to climb fast. Alcohol affects your brain and blood vessels in multiple ways. It raises blood pressure, weakens the heart muscle over time, and can trigger atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat that dramatically increases the risk of stroke-causing blood clots. And don't be fooled by the French paradox or claims that alcohol protects your heart. The benefits, if any, come from very moderate intake, not daily cocktails or weekend binges. If alcohol is a regular part of your routine, I urge you to reconsider. Replace it with hibiscus tea, sparkling water, or kombucha. Your brain will thank you for years to come. Final thought. It's about patterns, not perfection. You don't have to be perfect, but your daily beverage choices over weeks, months, and years shape the health of your arteries, your heart rhythm, and your risk of stroke. What you drink is just as important as what you eat, sometimes more. So take a closer look at what's in your glass. It might be time for a change. You've heard it before, drink more water. But how you hydrate, and when, matters just as much as how much. Proper hydration helps maintain blood pressure, blood volume, and blood viscosity, all of which affects stroke risk. Even mild dehydration makes your blood thicker and harder to pump, which increases the chance of clots forming in the arteries that lead to your brain. Here's how to build smart hydration habits into your day without overthinking it. Start your morning with 1 full glass of water within 10 minutes of waking up. Your body loses moisture through breathing and sweating overnight, and this early hydration helps reactivate your circulation and digestion. Aim for 8 to 10 cups of fluids daily, but spread them out. Don't drink a half gallon at once and nothing for the next 4 hours. Your brain and kidneys need steady input, not sudden floods. If you struggle to drink plain water, flavor it naturally. Add slices of cucumber, lemon mint, or berries to a pitcher of water in the fridge. It tastes refreshing and gives you something to look forward to. Set hydration reminders on your phone or use a reusable water bottle with time markers to keep you on track. Little cues can make a big difference, especially if you're busy or forgetful. Be mindful of dehydrating drinks like coffee, tea, and alcohol. While 1 or 2 cups of coffee per day is fine for most people, you'll want to balance each caffeinated drink with an extra glass of water. If you exercise or spend time outdoors in hot weather, you'll need even more fluids. Listen to your body. Dry lips, fatigue, dizziness, and dark-colored urine are warning signs that you're falling behind on hydration. Remember, your brain is nearly 75% water. Keeping it well hydrated is one of the simplest, most effective ways to protect it from stroke every single day. You don't need to spend thousands on supplements or fancy treatments to protect your brain. It starts with what's in your glass. Clean, smart hydration day by day is one of the most overlooked keys to preventing stroke. Water, green tea, hibiscus tea, beet juice, and probiotic-rich drinks like kefir can lower your risk naturally. Just as important, avoid sugary sodas, high-stimulant energy drinks, and excessive alcohol. These choices are small, but their impact on your brain health is massive. I've seen lives change with just this one shift, paying attention to what you drink. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love. Your action could save a life, maybe even your own. Thank you for watching. Stay hydrated, stay sharp, and take care of that incredible brain of yours.